You walk into the shower after washing yourself down with soap and shampoo. You decide to let the water rinse you off, giving yourself a minute to collect your thoughts. You think about everything that's happened up until now. She approached you, the popular girl. She drugged you and brought you to her house. She admitted her feelings to you, comforted, and took care of you. You can't help but to feel weird about it. You don't know why, as nice as it all is. You can't help but to have this nagging feeling about. It's probably nothing you told yourself. You turn off the shower and step out. Take a towel and begin to dry yourself off. As you do so, you look in the mirror to see your reflection. Nothing unusual here. You accidentally dropped your comb, so you went to go pick it up. Just as you did, you look back at the mirror, only to see your reflection. It's looking at you with a displeasing expression on its face. Those eyes. I've seen them before, haven't I? Wait, I'm not wearing a scarf. And why is the scarf going upward? A knock on the door breaks the atmosphere. You almost ready, baby? You look back at the mirror and see your normal reflection. Okay, don't take too long. As she walks away, you decide to finish up with what you were doing. Sometime later. Oh, there you are. My. Don't you look dashing? How do I look? Is everything okay? Oh, shucks. You're making me blush over here. The sound of honking can be heard. Sounds like our ride is here. The two of you leave the house and she locks the door behind herself. You open the car door for her. Aw, that's such an honorable thing to do. Thank you. She climbs in and you shut the door. You go around, enter the car and shut the door. The two of you buckle your seat, and the driver pulls off. Good thing I have some friends with cars who can drive, right? Where are we going? That's a surprise. You wouldn't want to ruin the surprise, would you? You really are something else, baby. You know that? You crack a genuine smile. I guess I am, huh? You tell yourself. I'm worrying too much. She hasn't done anything malicious to me thus far. What's gonna change now? You look over to see her beautiful face. Then a thought crosses your mind. Have I seen her before? I know we just met, but something about her seems familiar. Look, baby, we're here. You look out the window to see a fancy high-end restaurant. Yep, I got us a reservation and everything. Well, let's just say my popularity can go beyond the campus. The two of you get out of the car and thank the driver. As he pulls away, you open the door for her. Thank you kindly. Hello there. Good. I've made a reservation earlier. She checks the list and announces a name. That name. I heard that name before from somewhere. Didn't I? A waitress escorts you both to your reserved table. You instinctively ran around the rages in order to pull a chair out for your date. Oh, baby, you didn't have to. But thank you. She sits down and pulls up the chair. You go around to your side and do the same. We will be right with you shortly, said the waitress. In the meantime, would you like a drink? Just a water from me. What about you, darling? The waitress walks away. This is nice, isn't it? I'm glad that you agree. I know it may seem like a bit much, but I want tonight to feel special. I want you to feel special. Of course, I'd say I'd do anything for you, darling. Anything. You feel yourself heating up, so you restrain yourself in order to retain your best attempt at formalities. She giggles as you try to contain your composure. You know, it seems like as time goes on, you want more and more of me. No, that isn't a bad thing. If anything, I find it reassuring. It's like I said before, you'll grow to love me. And I don't have to do anything drastic to make it happen. Well, yes. I did drug you that one time, but that was it. I didn't tell you what. Blow up your phone? Or watch you from an obscure distance. I just showed my love and affection to you. And that was all it took. The waitress returns with you and your girlfriend's drinks, as well as menus. Thank you. The waitress leaves the table. So, do you know what you're getting? That sounds good. I was considering trying the fajita steak. As for the appetizers, I don't know. Do you have any suggestions? Oh, yes. Yeah, that does sound good. Of course, darling. You can ask me anything. Of course we met before. Remember when I said I've been watching for some time at university? We didn't actually meet until we talked outside of that party. But what? My name? I thought you knew that already. Well, okay. It's Melina. Melina Evermore. You were sure you had heard that name before, but where? Before you could continue pondering, the waitress returned asking if the two of you were ready to order. Your girlfriend orders first. Next thing you know, it's your turn. You quickly snap out of it once you realize this. The waitress jots your order down and leaves again. Is everything alright? Baby, look at me. She places a hand on your hand. The touch felt strangely surreal. It's going to be alright. Just relax. Okay? The waitress comes back with the food. That was fast, you told yourself. She says enjoy, and leaves once more. Well, the food is here. Time to dig in. Sometime later. That was amazing. Don't you agree? I hope you still got some room in there, because I was thinking about the dessert. I don't know. I was considering something chocolatey. Suddenly your phone starts to vibrate. Huh? Oh, excuse me, sweetie. I better go take this. She gets up and pecks you on the cheek. Don't go anywhere, okay? She makes her way towards the restroom with her phone in hand. You decide to take a minute to relax. Everything seems to be going well and the food is good. Now all that's left is the dessert. As you begin to ponder what you'll have for dessert, you couldn't help but to notice the atmosphere has changed. You looked up and saw a couple staring at you. It was weird, but you looked back down, chalking it up like it was nothing. Wait a minute, you tell yourself. Was it always this quiet? You look back up and the couple's still staring at you, with a look of disappointment. You look around to see it wasn't just them, but it was everyone. Everyone in the restaurant was staring at you. The waiters, waitresses, the patrons, everyone. All giving you the same unnerving stare of disappointment. The silence, God, the silence. The ambience changed from a busy bustle restaurant to a decrepit, unoccupied building, filled with people who were still as a statue, doing nothing but staring at you. A wave of fear and anxiety begins to take you. You looked around, frankly, but she was nowhere in sight. The people continue to stare, unmoving, and without blinking. You begin to shiver and shake. What's going on? You tell yourself. Then, the sounds of whispers grow louder and louder, but strangely you couldn't find the source. Because nobody's mouths were moving. In a state of panic, you accidentally knock your glass over, causing it to shatter. The sounds cause you to flinch. You stare down at the broken glass. You look back up and see everything was normal. Sure, if the patrons from other tables were looking at you, either confused or chuckling, but the majority of them were going on with business as usual. I think I should leave. You told yourself, and you got up and used napkins to cover up the mess. You took out a small checkbook, wrote up a check, tore it off, and placed it on the table. You flagged down the waitress, explained and showed them the mess you made. She tells you it's fine, and that she'll make sure to get that up. You thank her and give her $100 as a tip for all the trouble. And before she could say anything, you swiftly paced out the door. You took a couple steps away from the restaurant, kneeled down with your back against the wall and cried. What the hell did I do wrong? What was happening there? Why did all those people look at me as if... You sigh. I knew it. I'm not good enough. Coming to a fancy restaurant like this was a mistake. I'm not meant to be there. I wasn't meant to live up to her standards anyway. You hang your head in shame. Why me? Of all people, why me? I can't even keep my own head straight. There you are. She reaches over to you and sits beside you. Baby, what happened? The staff told me you left the check and the tip. You tipped one of them before storming out of here. Baby, please. Don't leave me in the dark. Please just tell me what happened. She hugs you gently. I'm not going to judge you, Now please, open up to me. I'm here. You tell her that you were suddenly overwhelmed and you apologize for ruining the date. Darling, you didn't ruin anything. Shh, calm down. It's okay. You walked out after you tried to clean the mess. Left to check to cover our meal and tip the waitress. Darling, it means I didn't fall in love with some random jerk. I fell in love with someone who's overall a good person, if a little quiet. What I'm trying to say is I'm not mad at you, just concerned, that's all. Clingy? You? Clingy? If anything, I'm the clingy one, but that doesn't matter. I love it when you hold on to me, just like this. I want you to feel like you can call me anytime you need something. And yes, darling, you can. Because that's just how devoted I am to you. Don't you ever forget that, okay? Those words, you were getting that same feeling again. That feeling of comfort that felt so familiar yet so foreign. Because you can't remember where exactly. How are you feeling? A little better? That's good to hear. Say, why don't we call us a ride and go home? Well, I'm in the mood for cuddles, darling. She kisses you passionately on the lips. And you're not getting out of it until I'm satisfied. And I have a sneaking suspicion that you desire the same thing, right? I thought so.